Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, it brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Good morning, and welcome to Storytime. Thank you so much for joining me today. Happy Thursday. Yes, I have to remind myself it is Thursday. Week is flying by. Thank you so much for joining us today. And glad you're here. Where are you joining us from today? And who is joining in with you? Thank you indeed for joining in Storytime. This week, of course, we're focusing on love as we get into this brand new year, 2024. We're focusing on that and seeing what can we do? What is it that we need to reflect on? What small part can we play in our communities to make them better? Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. And we do have one that I was actually looking. It's been a while since we brought this one to Storytime, but it is back here today, and it is another beautiful one called Love Is, written by Diane Adams and illustrations by KEANE. And if you know KEANE, you will see these familiar illustrations in here, of course, with another Storytime favorite, Why. And I think she has a brand new book as well. I'm just blanking on the name right now, but I'll see if I can share before we head on out. Thank you so much for joining us here today, and glad you're here. I hope everything that you're doing today is going well. If you're relaxing, I hope that is just what you need today. And of course, if you need to get up and do a few things here and there, I hope that goes well too. Thank you indeed for joining us here on Storytime. To everybody that is joining in Storytime live now, and of course, if you're joining us later on for the recordings as well, we send you love and all the best wishes for this year. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Please let us know that you were here so we can say hi to you and indeed send you love. And of course, just good to know who is here and where you are. Thank you so much for joining us this morning. Good morning to you. How are you doing today? Marietta, and you say from a cloudy Harvard, Massachusetts. Henry, how are you doing today? Homesick today. I hope you feel better soon. Thank you so much for joining us. Getting ready for a snowstorm this weekend. Hope everyone is well. Well, thank you so much for joining in. I'm doing great. Thank you so much. Henry, wish you well. Hope you get well soon. Thank you so much for being here on Storytime. And as I say always, it's kind of this a dilemma that I find myself in, right? So glad that you're here with us live. So good to have you here with us, Henry, but also wishing you well so you can get back into school and everything else that you do. Thank you so much for joining us on Storytime. I hope you're having something delicious with this Storytime, something cozy, and of course, something that will make you feel better. And of course, lots of hugs from Mom, right? Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Good to see you out there in Harvard, Massachusetts. Thank you indeed for joining us. And wherever you are today, remember too that if you miss Storytime live, you can always catch us for the recordings later on at storytimewithmrlimata.com, at Storytime with Mr. Limata here on Facebook and YouTube. And of course, very soon we'll be streaming live only to Instagram. So keep an eye out for that one as well. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Love is coming right up from Diane Adams and, of course, Claire Keane. And it is another one that we're reading with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Thank you so much for being here with us. Love is. Get ready, get comfortable, get cozy. I'll catch you on the other side of this very short message when we're back with more story time. Thank you so much for being here with us today on Story Time. I'll see you in a little bit.
Hi, friends. I hope you're enjoying today's story on Storytime with Mr. Limata. I know I am. My name is Angela Dalton, and I'm the author of picture books, including If You Look Up to the Sky, Show the World, and Ruby's Reunion Day Dinner, all of which you can hear Mr. Limata read right here on Storytime with Mr. Limata. I hope you continue to enjoy today's story, and I hope to see you soon. Okay, bye.
Welcome back indeed. The amazing Angela Dalton. If you've not checked out her books, please do. Fantastic books indeed. Ruby's Reunion Day Dinner, Show the World, and of course, her latest, which is uh, Nichelle Nichols, To Boldly Go, How Nichelle Nichols and Star Trek Helped Advance Civil Rights. It is a beautiful book, powerful book. And if you do not know anything about Nichelle Nichols, that is a starting point. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Love is our book for today. Let us see who else is with us this morning as we get started. Kathy, good morning to you. How are you doing? Yes, indeed, morning ingredients. You know you're a part of them. And yes, Ari, I hope everything goes well. I hope you're feeling better, buddy. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Kathy, out there in Ohio, thank you for joining in. And yes, indeed, Ari, when you join in later, this hug is just for you. But thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. And of course, Megan, good morning to you as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go with our story for today. Love is. Written by Diane Adams, illustrations by Claire Keane. And I know this is one of those that has just a beautiful, beautiful Andy as its code, right? Look at that. Yeah. So if you do get a copy, if you do find a copy, wherever you find books, do check that one out. Maybe not from the library book because it'd be taped up, but you can get to admire that beautiful Andy. All right, here we go. Love is written by Diane Adams, illustrations by Claire Keane, and read with permission of the publishers, Chronicle Books of San Francisco. Love is holding something fragile, tiny wings and downy head. Yeah. Love is holding something fragile, tiny wings and downy head. Love is noisy midnight feedings, shoebox right beside the bed. Yeah. Yeah. Love is holding something fragile. Love is noisy midnight feedings, shoebox right beside the bed. Oh. It's peaceful sleeping, no more peeping, tucked in tightly, head to toes. Love is waking up together, side by side, beak to nose. Yeah. Love is midnight feedings. It's peaceful sleeping, no more peeping, tucked in tightly, head to toes. Love is waking up together, side by side, beak to nose. It's early mornings, messy bath times, tidying up, and settling down. Yeah. Love is early mornings, messy bath times, tidying up, and settling down. Love is familiar voices, feeling lost and being found. It's in the struggles, growing muscles. Yeah. Love is familiar voices, feeling lost and being found. It's in the struggles, growing muscles. Yeah. Growing muscles ready for a bigger pond. Oh my. Yeah. Love. It's sensing when the time is right to lift those wings to travel on. Yeah. Love is sensing when the time is right to lift those wings to travel on. Love is nudging, gently tugging, coaxing baby from the nest. It's getting to the edge and hoping, letting nature do the rest. Yeah. Love is nudging, gently tugging, coaxing baby from the nest. It's getting to the edge and hoping, letting nature do the rest. Yeah. I think this is just talking to friends and also from my own experience with my own mom. I think that's one of the hardest things, right? The parent and human has to do. Well, parent of humans and I feel like even other animals too. Letting go when is the time right? Yes. Love is nudging, gently tugging, coaxing baby from the nest. It's getting to the edge and hoping, letting nature do the rest. Love is missing, reminiscing, wishing things could stay the same. Oh, it is all those things, isn't it? Love is missing, reminiscing, wishing things could stay the same. Yeah. Mm. It's understanding. Even ducklings, like the seasons, have to change. So true, Marietta. So true. I love it too. Yeah, love. It's understanding. Even ducklings, like the seasons, have to change. And love is also watching, waving, wondering if love remembers you. And knowing in a happy instant that love has lasted. Ah, yes. And love is also watching, waving, wondering if love remembers you, and knowing in a happy instant that love has lasted. Yeah, knowing that love has lasted and grown some too. Yes, indeed. Let's just read these two spreads right in here. And love is watching, waving, wondering if love remembers you, and knowing in a happy instant that love has lasted and grown some too. Yeah. Oh. And that is the end of our story. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime today. Such a sweet book. I hope it spoke to your heart just as it did to mine. It is indeed a beautiful one, coming to us from Diane Adams and KEANE. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. I'll catch you on the other side of this short break when we're back for more Storytime. Thank you indeed for being here.
Hi, friends. I'm Marietta Apollonio, the author and illustrator of Jack the Library Cat, and you are watching my family's favorite Storytime with Mr. Limata. Bye!
Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome back, Marietta Apollonia, out there in Harvard, Massachusetts. Henry, hope you feel better soon, buddy. Thank you so much for being here. Always a pleasure to have you here live with us. I hope that you feel better soon. And of course, to the storm that is coming your way, I hope that it passes without too much craziness. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. And yeah, we'll be keeping you in our thoughts this weekend. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. To everybody that was joining us today, absolutely appreciate you. A beautiful book. And Kathy out in Ohio, you say, what a beautiful book, isn't it? Beautiful, beautiful book indeed. Thank you so much. And yeah, just one that warms your heart. I hope that it did that for you. And I know too that, out there with there's parents of humans, parents of our four paws friends, of course, too, whether you're a cat person, dog person, I know you feel the love. And indeed, too, hold on to your loved ones. I hope you can give them a hug today. I hope you're able. And of course, too, thinking of you all today. Have a wonderful day. Thank you so much for being here with us on Storytime. Marietta, couldn't agree with you more. Beautiful book, and you say the words and illustration style, you love that. Well, thank you so much. I do too. Thank you indeed for being here with us on Storytime. And yes, everybody else that is joining us, whether you're here live or indeed here for the recordings later on, thank you for being here with us on Storytime. And yeah, always a pleasure. Please remember too that you can always leave us your recommendations here, and we'll do our very best to try and read them here on Storytime. And yeah, share. Let us know what you love, and we'll try to bring it here to Storytime. It could be an old classic. It could be something brand new. It could be something from an independent publisher. It could be something that is, traditionally published as Soul Code. But please, please do let us know, because we want to know about all those beautiful titles out there, and so they can come here and warm everybody's hearts, just like we did today with Love Is. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Please have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful day. And out here in Oakland, it's been raining. It's been raining out here. I haven't checked for the weather for today too, but I'm thinking we might still be having some rain in the focus. So if you're out here in Oakland nearby, please take care of yourselves. Stay cozy, and yeah, please drive a little bit slower out there on the roads. Be careful. Check your cars, check your vehicles, check whatever else that you need, and maybe check to the timings for the bus or everything else, because of sometimes there are delays when there's the rain and so on. So just please take that head start, do check that, and of course be careful out there on the road. And if you're a pedestrian, please wear something a little bit reflective, just even if it's just an extra reflective jacket or something, so that motorists out there can see you, and you can be safer too. Thank you so much for joining us here on Storytime. Remember, your voice matters. you are beautiful. And yes, please, please, please speak your truth. And of course, to remember that we have a role to play in our communities. No matter how small it may feel, we have a role to play to make sure that our communities are welcoming spaces for all and loving spaces indeed. So thank you so much for being here. And for our friends who are still on break, I know amazing friends in Oakland Unified, you're still out on break. A few more days left. Enjoy them to the max. I hope you get to spend time with good friends, and of course to just get to enjoy them, and maybe even do a little teasing of the friends that have already gone back to work. Unfortunately, my break is over, but always love it being here with you. Thank you so much for being here with us, friends. Absolutely appreciate you. Hugs to each and every one of you, and I appreciate you so much. Henry, good to see you live here with us. Ari, thinking of you, and hopefully you are doing well and feeling better. Thank you so much for being here. This has been Story Time for this wonderful Thursday morning. This has been Story Time, wow, number 3 for this year, 2024. Thank you so much for being here. Much love from me. Bye-bye.
Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Oh, story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? I just can't wait to be hearing. Oh, it's very different from the way that I look and think. Read me all of the stories. Read me all of the stories. Some stories from far away, others right here in my neighborhood. Story time. Ooh. Story time. Story time with Mr. Limata. He will be starting soon. Story time with Mr. Limata, where all your dreams come true. Oh, he brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing. Brings to life your favorite stories with a great big smile. You won't leave lonely, won't you start all the reading? We just can't wait to be hearing.